God, it's Tuesday. Pull up a seat, talking Commanders football, drinking our whiskey neat. First Amendment sports, Ken, Kevin, and Tim. Don't muff it up, fellas, hail to the Redskins. Thank God it's Tuesday. Thank God it's Tuesday. Thank God it's Tuesday here on First Amendment Sports.
Welcome to Tuesday night. Thank you for being with us. I'm Ken Meringolo. He's Kevin Ricca.
Thank God it's Tuesday. It now officially feels like the offseason. We were footballless last weekend. Nothing to talk about.
So
Footballless.
it's so tough. We were footballless, first footballless weekend, and it
Felt weird.
It felt weird. I felt like it was like I got a nap in on Sunday afternoon. Not because I think I'm going to get a nap in every Sunday afternoon for the entire offseason, but it was just, I didn't know what to do. I was sitting there. I fell asleep. And, you know, the weather hasn't been that great. You can't really do a whole lot of shoveling. You can't play golf. You can't play outside for the most part.
I mean, that banana hammock wasn't going to take a nap in itself.
No, it sure wasn't. Good evening, Greg. Good evening, EO. R.I.P. Trey. Ken Harris said it best. Peace and love, my friend. Welcome everybody to the show. Welcome to Tuesday night. The offseason on the brink of hopefully some greatness. There's a few ways to get there, and one of the ways we're going to talk about tonight is free agency. So we're going to do our graph that we did last year in 2025. This is what the 2025 one looked like. Highest priority, interested. Thank you for your service. We had some hits and we had some misses there for the most part. It's amazing. There's not like all the names are back, but some of them are, and probably more of them than you would have otherwise thought. We'll get straight to that. Want to say for a programming note, I think we are planning to do our show live at Baby Cat Brewery in Kensington in like a month. So I know not everyone around here. I know not everyone on the board is from around here, but pass the word along. Baby Cat Brewery. We'll have a date and all that kind of stuff. But all we said was we're gonna let some really awesome questions come out of Kevin's brain, and we asked them just give people cool stuff. And so that's the whole deal. We go there, we ask you questions, and hopefully they give you cool stuff for getting them right. And you get to drink beer. My understanding is you can get some booze there these days.
Oh, that's true. And it's a cool little spot at the bottom of the hill, man. I really enjoy it. It's gonna be a fun place to do what we do. They do it.
Shout out to Terry and Sam. They do a great job.
No, they really do. And I love they want to have us over there. You know.
They've had plenty of chances.
Everyone loves it once
to say no. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm sure we'll have a great time. 29 ballless Sundays to go, Greg Martin. Is that ballless through preseason games or ballless through opening kickoff?
I mean, how big are preseason balls? Be honest, Kev.
I know, but that's your first balls in a long time. You know, you don't want to start with week one balls. You're going to start.
They're also your least favorite balls of all time.
I know, but that's like a warm blanket. You know,
I don't even know if they're real. They haven't dropped yet.
You can stretch them out all the way over your toes. Pull it up to your chin.
No.
It's stretchy.
No.
Just saying.
Nope.
Well, we will somehow survive this desolate offseason. The thing that sucks, when we were 12-5, coming off an NFC Championship game loss, the offseason was pretty great. I didn't even mind if it took a little bit longer. I was, we were happy to be there. Doorstep of the Super Bowl, rookie quarterback, 12 wins, Hail Marys, all of it. I had a great offseason, but the taste of 5-12, it's a.
Oh, we had Jaden Daniels riding around in a freaking Winnebago, just city to city, inviting the best of the best to hop in. We didn't even know who that was going to be, and it didn't really work out. So we have to 29 weeks of being 5-12. That's what I hate the most about this offseason. All right.
No, I mean not a ton of news for the most part. We hired the LSU coach in the secondary, and another young up and comer. I mean, you figured those are just like we always say. The players at those schools are professional players, clearly, obviously they're professional coaches in those programs. So, and we need everything you can throw at a defense to try to make it better.
We
need everything.
We need some secondary coaching.
Yes, we need some secondary coaching.
That is very fair to say.
I
don't think we're going to get many disagreements on coaches, coaching. But no, the cool thing is to be optimistic heading into this year because there are no expectations. I have no expectations besides Jaden Daniels to be great. And if he's great, I think 9-8. If he's great, 9-8 is the bottom. But
that's right.
Him being great involves him being healthy and involves 8 million other things. So
high floor. He's a high floor quarterback.
I agree. And I don't think we have anything to really, no one can honestly go into the offseason saying like, we're only 11 pieces away. Like, God damn it.
Yeah.
But
the piece that matters.
I do trust filling in. 2 years ago, we were awesome at it. Last year, we stunk at it. So we're pretty average at it, I guess, heading into year 3. If you look at it from that perspective, we'll see what happens. These guys have the ability to seek out talent and get the right guys. I think they hung on to a few guys too long last year. And the injury bug, yes, it hits old teams, but it hit our young guys too. We just got bit in the ass with it. No excuse.
Not a good year. Just wasn't. It was not a good year, and no matter all the other problems, if Jaden Daniels is as good as he looks and everyone believes he is, then yeah, he's worth 9 wins minimum because that's how the NFL works. It's a quarterback league. And if you have a great quarterback, which we think we do, it doesn't just it doesn't mask other stuff. It actually like fills in for other stuff.
Oh, agreed.
So
especially with this new style of offense, where we're not just going to say like we did 2 years ago, let's go 3-step, and if it's not there, you're supposed to throw it away. Well, he didn't throw it away. He pulled it down. He took off. He ran around the edge. He did whatever he did. He was unbelievable. He was Houdini. We're going to have less of that. That's going to be done in special situations, not on a third down midway through the first quarter. We're not going to have any more drawn up quarterback sweeps, pulling a weak side guard.
Yeah.
With guys running downhill 30 yards to unload. That's just all done. So this is going to be very interesting to see him operate from a pocket, from a drop back pocket. I can't wait to see it.
I mean, he's a 400-yard a game.
His accuracy, is what we're about to see put on full display downfield.
Need guys who can catch the ball downfield.
One thing I did like about this week, David Blau saying 10 targets to Terry. 10 per game, he's saying. He's going to get him. 10.
That means he's going to throw the ball 45 times a game, 40 to 50 times a game probably.
You think?
Which is fine. Totally. I do. You don't? You think they're going to
I think 35.
Okay.
Seems fair.
Okay.
That and 10 targets. If 1/3 of the targets are to Terry,
Well, we were still, I know 75 to 85 plays is a lot of plays in the game.
It's 2.5 a quarter. It's one every 3 plays.
Yeah.
Passing plays.
Yeah. If you can get, even at 50-50 on a high volume day of 80 plays, 40 passes, I think in today's NFL is not outrageous. And if you have the right guy making those passes, then that's the difference between 350 yards, Jameis Winston, and 425 yards, Matthew Stafford.
And we've also seen in that Detroit Lions offense the ability to get the ball. We're not done with the short passing game. We're not finished with it. The wide receiver screen game, I mean, come on.
Jeremiah Love.
No, but I'm just saying the receivers, like you've seen Detroit and what they do in the quick screen game. They get the ball. Amon-Ra, he catches him more. He has more catches within 7 yards than a human being in the freaking NFL in the last 2 years. So we are still going to get rid of the ball quickly, but it's just not going to be gimmicky, I don't think. And
from under center, the quick one to one of 2 tight ends is that play can work no matter what if you're good at that play.
I don't even want to get back to the beginning of our conversation, but JJ, he is a great ball handler.
Yes,
he's a point guard. He has great hands. The quickness of the release is going to come in.
Yeah, an inside pass, whizzing past the face mask of these defensive tackles for like 2 yards to a tight end who just wiggled his way into the second level. He can dish in that space. So All right, who's he going to dish to? Let's talk about free agents for 2026. All right, so here we go. Do I have it up? All right. Highest priority, interested. Thank you for your service. I have some commentary, but like almost no commentary, other than I have ages and what they made this past year. Not
Ages.
Because, and once again, we'll just come back here for everybody to see. Big push this year to get younger. Well, there's a theme to our free agent lists. Like the league is about to get older. Let's just put it this way. Based on who's not going to be playing for us next year, the NFL at large is going to be much, much older because we're putting a lot of age out there into the ecosystem. So we're going to take back younger players just because of how aging works. And the league is going to be like, well, I guess we're taking all of the Redskins 36-year-olds, free agents. Let's start with some maybe not the easiest one. Let's start with this. This isn't the easiest one. Deebo Samuel. Just wherever they flip up, that doesn't mean that's where they're going to be. Deebo Samuel, he is going into his age 31 season. He made $17.5 million last year. He didn't lose himself money, I don't think, in free agency this past season. I think when we wanted to go to him, we did. I mean, it wasn't like a banger season, but I don't think it's unreasonable for him to get 20 or 20 plus a year. I mean,
I think he will.
Yeah, he should. That probably means not from us, right?
That definitely means not from us. And I love Deebo Samuel. I'll be rooting for him. I've always rooted for him. It just didn't work out the way we hoped. But also, he is way more of a Cliff guy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This is not his. I'm sure he fits because he's a hybrid guy. But thank you, Deebo.
I do think, and I think that's the way we need to set this up early. Is you're always going to be interested in a player like Deebo Samuel, but I think the exercise has to be, we do kind of understand the money that's going to be involved, and at the end of the day, the way he's always going to fit in to a team because he's good at football, but
yeah, a big too much butt for us, too much 31-year-old ass for our payroll.
Here you go. This one hurts. I don't know where he's going to pop up in. All right, all right. So Bobby Wagner, 35.6 years old, so far 2 for 2 on releasing 30-plus-year-olds to the league. Bobby Wagner made $9 million last year. He's been in the league for a hot second. Age 36 season. He can tackle anything that moves. I have no idea what it's going to cost next season, but it's hard to imagine he's a priority.
He is no longer a top priority due to the fact that we are not running the defense that he has memorized in his DNA. Although
we should be interested, right?
No doubt about it.
Let's just be like respectfully interested.
There's no way he's the highest priority, but I'm not throwing him out the door just yet. Yeah. We have no idea what it would cost to get him back here. Let's investigate because, oh man, I don't care what the defense is. He's going to know it in 2 minutes and be able to express how to teach it to everyone in another 2. And any football team that has Bobby Wagner on it is better off for that. I will say this, though, in the same spirit as losing Mike Tomlin or John Harbaugh in Pittsburgh or Baltimore, sometimes the timing just occurs. And it's not because he's not a good player, and it's not because I don't think he can be effective. It's because it might be time to overhaul this entire defense, and he has been the heart and soul of it. He has been the recognizable human being on there. He has played in so many games for us, right smack dab in the middle. It just might be time to just overhaul the whole goddamn thing and get off and get some young ass linebackers that can fly. They're not better than Bobby, but I'm talking about the overall team defense, making that change.
I think that's going to be the easiest spot we go. We beat age-wise the replacement. We lose a 36-year-old linebacker. It's hard to imagine we won't put anyone younger. I don't know that there's any older linebackers out there looking for work.
There is not.
So
not that has had 10 straight 100 tackle seasons and just kicks everyone's ass. He's ridiculous.
There you go. Marcus Mariota is on the loose, right?
On the loose.
He's an unrestricted free agent. He's at 33. He'll be 33 this year. Got paid $8 million last year. 11-year veteran. I am torn here because I'm not looking to do any better necessarily than Marcus Mariota. I'm not looking to be smart and cute about unearthing the world's greatest backup quarterback.
You're always looking to be smart and cute, Ken. It's your fucking mantra.
Not this time.
Why am I cursing so early? I only curse when the blue screen's out.
True. So,
but your mantra is on your bumper sticker, so that's why I know it.
I do. Well, yes. I do like the idea of unearthing a gem of a 23 or 24-year-old quarterback that the league is like not sure about, and he just hangs
hold
out.
on. So who's this guy?
I don't know. It would have been Daniel Jones. Almost was Daniel Jones as a backup. So I find it hard pressed to believe we couldn't get a better athlete than Mariota or the next guy we're going to talk about. But at the same time, as far as backups go, like, I'm super interested in Marcus Mariota sticking around at least another year.
I'm getting down on my hands and knees and begging him with all the monies possible. He's a highest priority. I'm gonna put him over. If we had anything last year, he played great. I thought he played damn good. And we're not getting better at the backup quarterback position, I don't believe, anywhere else. I don't think we're bringing in someone better than Mariota.
No, so this is why he's the highest priority in my opinion. If we don't bring Marcus Mariota back as our backup quarterback to a healthy Jayden Daniels, and once again, hoping and praying that we don't even have to play Marcus Mariota. But the idea that when he's out the door, that we're going to go pick up just fill in the blank Mad Lib style of the backup quarterback carousel in this league. We don't get better with those guys, and we can't be on. We can't keep our quarterback room on track with continuity with Blau and Mariota with Jayden Daniels. I mean, all that stuff is like, sure, we can just get a friggin' Mason Rudolph or name your terrible guy.
Here's the only issue.
Yeah,
Marcus is a shotgun guy. Marcus Mariota was born, I think, in the shotgun.
He loves to play under center though.
Does he?
Well, he's a very mental dude.
I think he'd be just fine. But he also, someone might want to take a crack at him as their starter. I'm sorry, man. Some of these guys that drafted a new. But it hasn't happened. It didn't happen the last 2 years.
You draw the line. How much are you willing to pay Marcus Mariota? And if he takes it, great. And if he doesn't, fine.
We still have one of the cheapest quarterback rooms in the league. So you don't mind splurging on the backup when a guy got hurt 17 different ways last year. So I think it's just litmus test, common sense, get up in there.
I mean, as long as we're talking about the quarterback room, yet another guy. Now, we did just make a 33-year-old a high priority. Josh Johnson weighs in, soaking wet at a lean, and I mean lean, 39.3 years? What's the number?
He's crammed a lot of football into those 39
39.8. He's getting during his age 40 year. I hope to God he's suiting up this year. I mean, if we have a number 3 quarterback, I mean, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who it is.
I don't think.
He might be
until we're in the NFC Championship game and 2 guys go down and we just need someone that can just steady the ship.
We might have to pay him too much money.
He's not getting shit.
No, but I'm saying his minimum. He's 40 years old.
Does it come with a pension?
The union basically says
the pension's in cash up front, and then he gets.
He might have to waive. He might have to waive his rights.
Jesus,
his veteran minimum is it's been accumulating for 36 years.
This is unbelievable. But
I think at a price, for minimum wage,
you're not prioritizing your number 3 quarterback unless you are trying to develop talent. And I think that the development of Josh Johnson has been understood.
No, he's developed. Josh Johnson is the guy you thank for his service, and you keep his number on hand for week 12 when you need to run up the streak.
Under QB Milf Hunter.
Yes, QB Milf Hunter. He's a closer. Josh Johnson is a closer. He doesn't care about September. He's never playing in September again for the rest of his God-given life. He will play in December, and he will play a lot in December. And I hope he stays healthy enough to do it again for another year or 2.
I mean, how about him?
Yeah. All right. We got, this guy is, again, let's just work our way through. When you talk about, this is a theme here. Now, by the way, I'm not being picky and choosy. is another 36-year-old human being that's not going to play for us anymore. But this is a guy, you're rolling him off the books. I mean, this is like, okay, dude, you're off our family insurance. We're not carrying you on our medical insurance plan anymore.
Well, they had to drop us because 51% of the team was demanding Viagra, and it's very expensive. I understand sildenafils, they said, but yes, it's true. Old bones, Zach Ertz.
I mean, I think he's solid. Thank you for your service, right?
Yes, he was fantastic for us. But he is not recovering from an Achilles at 36 after his ACLs and his. What a great comeback! And Mr. Reliable when it mattered the most, and I love him for that. I'll remember him as a great football player with a.
Where is Cliff going to Vegas, or did he settle in?
Rams.
He's going with McVay. I was going to think if he could whisper to Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz would. To be a number 2 and number 3 quarterback in the playoffs next year. That's how I envision it. I envision like their starters done and they bring back a 36-year-old Zach Ertz.
They've got Achilles for artificial intelligence at $3 billion.
I mean, no one's
I can raise 1.2.
Matt Stafford can hit anything. And,
of course, but I mean, dude, he couldn't run here, but he could post up and we could find angles. And on third down, he caught the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm. Zach Ertz is no longer, and again, that's just between Debo, Josh, and Zach Ertz. That's like 100 years right off the top of our team age, and I'm not kidding around. And how about this guy? Again, not cherry picking, just the next guy on the list happens to be a 37-year-old Von Miller. I mean, again, you can't make this stuff up. We're just pumping out. I mean, this is like a 1990s. Rom-com dramedy, on ABC. We're just going through 35-year-old dudes. I don't even know what that even means.
I did not listen. I wasn't listening to that.
How can I get, I can't reach Von Miller down there.
Well, he's not the highest priority, so
I need to get him out of there. I need to get him out of there. All right. Von Miller, we're thanking you for your service. It's crazy that
did you just give him a dose?
I'm
hit him up with a little.
I gave him a little something.
You puffed him up a little.
That's now 150 years of age.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I get your thank for your service, and that's fine. My interest in him on a 1-year last second veteran minimum is the same as it was this year.
Sure.
And I do not believe we are in the business of getting rid of edge rushers right now because I know he's far past his prime. Yeah. But I would just see.
There's we still have a whole tier of like 31, 32-year-old pass rushers that are on our team.
I like where he is. I'm not going to argue to put him in interested, but I'm going to say that I'm part interested.
Okay. How about Austin Eckler, running back?
TR's Horsey thinks that this is a bomb squad 8 years ago.
Are we just thinking Austin? Go. I mean, this is nuts.
This is a Pro Bowl squad here.
This is a little bit troubling. But Austin Eckler, I believe we're thanking him for his service. I think he's going to get into broadcasting. I think he's going to be really good at it. He did some at the end of the season. And if you're a running back, if you're a 31-year-old running back, you're like, wouldn't it be better just to hold a microphone instead of getting crushed?
Especially if you've had 9 concussions.
Yeah.
And the cool part for Austin is when he messes up live on the mic, he can just be like, sorry, I just CTE'd out there for a minute. Your fault, NFL. Totally save his gig.
How about this guy? Jonathan Jones, age 33 year cornerback, 10 years in the league. I mean, I think this is a classic. It's a guy who could play for us at some point, but I'm probably thanking him for his service at this point.
I was going to say, we're fresh out of Geritol, Mr. Jones, and thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. All right. How about, this is a young 31.4.
He's an old soul, though, Andrew Wiley.
Where is he at? Let's get him out of there. This is our graphics guys. He is on the way out. Let's see. We got Andrew Wiley. I've been waiting to put him on this list. Not even nothing personal, really. Just that as long as he was on our offensive line, when we got him and we could make a case for that we were technically upgrading. when we got him.
Yeah.
It just never played out as an upgrade scenario.
Hey, you know what? He upgraded himself a slight bit from the previous regime. There's no reason to keep him around.
No.
I mean, he knows it. We all know it.
I think EO also echoes your interest in Von Miller, depending on the contract.
Well, here's the deal. Obviously, we're bringing in a plethora of edge rushers, and you got to imagine one or two of them are going to be on the rookie scenario. Yeah. And if that's the case, what better guy to have out there showing a few of the tricks of the trade if you can get him into camp early and not sign him too late, get him into a little bit of shape, and maybe, just maybe, he could have a 10-sack season next year with a couple of these idiots.
Wait, did he play 17 games for us?
I don't even know if he played all 17. But I think he played about 14 or 15.
He played all the games he played, because I thought he joined the team. He joined the team late, but I just can't remember. How about this guy? Dietrich Wise, edge rusher, age 32 season, 9-year veteran. I like him. I don't know how much he cost. $3 million last year. He's listed as an edge.
He'll cost
less
two, whatever the veteran minimum is. I think it's 2.1 for his years of service. I think he's had 10 years of service.
I'm interested in that.
He is an awesome, awesome guy. He's not 37, and he's coming off. I'm interested in Dietrich Wise because I was really interested in him last year, not because he was 37.
Yes.
I thought he was going to be our starting badass, freaking holding the edge, just shutting down the edge, and maybe getting 6 or 7 sacks, but essentially just being the root of the defensive run-stopping regime that we brought in.
He's a great 3-4 edge,
You're
too.
goddamn right. He can be very... and because of his versatility, he can come in and rush from the inside on a 4-man package. And when he talked about 3-4, 4-3, doesn't matter. It's all 7. It's not where you start him. It's where they wind up. You know, he's the type of guy you can puzzle around with Dietrich, especially for nothing. So I that's one of the old bald guys I'd like to keep around.
Here is the youngest free agent we've put on the screen so far. Jeremy McNichols, age 31 season. I'm going to start him on this side. He's got a big name.
I'm interested in him. He's made a play every time he's touched the ball, and I know we got to upgrade there, but I don't listen.
It cost $1.3 million last
minimum,
year.
Same thing, nothing for third down. I'm sorry, he was incredible on third down.
He's a 5-year veteran, so he is not like a 10-year veteran the way you think he might be.
Listen, I'm sure we can get better than him, but I'm not going to put him in the thank you for your service yet. I think he made a shit ton of plays, and listen, this list can evolve as we get down the road here, but right at this point today, a guy like McNichols made a shit ton of plays for us in his short time here, and a lot of them were on third downs when it mattered the most. And how many times did he get that extra, not yard because he's such a tough ass, which he is, extra 4 or 5 yards?
That's right.
3rd and 16, all of a sudden. He was that guy that made some of that. So
it's the way that he plays.
I agreed. And exactly. I mean, for no price, for the cheapest price available. And that's what I'm talking about. And 1 year only. It's just hard for me to just say, get on out of here to a guy that made me so happy over the last 2 years.
He's, to me, like he's like a classic Joe Gibbs running back, in my opinion. Like you always thought about like Joe Gibbs running back. He saw the yards that were there. He got him as fast as he possibly could, and you fight for as dynamically as possible. There's guys who are better athletes and better football players than McNichols who don't get as much out of their talent as McNichols does because he plays hard. He plays different than not every guy is trying to do what Jeremy McNichols does. You don't last forever doing it.
He could be really good and play pass in the flat. He could be a Larry Centers type guy in this offense. And I'm only saying this. If we do go out and get a big-time running back, that's going to cost us a shit ton of money in cap room, correct? Mm-hmm. Well, let's keep him around at that veteran minimum. If we don't go out and get a big-time guy, we're going to still need some playmakers in the room. Well, he's only done that for us. And at 1.3, I still am interested.
$1.3 million for a running back who's proven it on game days. That's a no-brainer. Let's go here. How about this? The tied for the youngest player. He's the same age. We got Noah Brown. Everyone's popping out on top of each other, but that's okay. Noah Brown. We need wide receivers too.
Yes, but they're supposed to be able to.
He hasn't been.
They can't
around.
be broke.
We're saying goodbye to Debo. Is Noah Brown? Noah Brown, let's see. What did he cost us last year? $3.2 million. He's 31 years old, 9. He's a minimum dude.
He can't be on a roster. Here's why. He can't freaking stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
He just can't do it. I love him. I think he's tough as nails. I love him, but you can't have him. You can't rely on Noah Brown after what we've seen. Thank you so much for the Hail Mary.
Yep. Hey, and you know what? If we get to a point in time where we need warm bodies and he's available, amen.
He's going to pull a hammy getting off the couch, Ken. I love him because he is a tough guy. He just can't. It's not because he's soft. It's because at 31, you've gone through some stuff. He's one of those guys that just once one thing breaks down, it's like a car. He's done. He's never.
I know how you feel about Jake Martin. I just wanted to put this in here for you. Jake Martin, the 31-year-old linebacker, 8 years in the league, cost us $2.58 million last year. Cousin Jake, Greg's cousin.
Well, not just because he's Greg's cousin. A highest priority. I love him, and it's not because I want to pay him a ton of money. I would give him a 2-year deal. He is somebody that I think, from what I understand about this defense, fits in perfectly. I thought he was a badass last year. When he had to fill in full-time at edge, because he's a hybrid guy, and I think he's going to be somebody. He's not going to be a starter for us. I don't care about that. I'm not trying to sign a starter, but damn, he looks good on the 2 deep.
Gotta have guys like him on the 2 deep.
After what he did for us last year, I think it's a no-brainer. But highest priority, meaning I would hate to see him leave. I really would. I would hate to see that guy go. And I see him. I don't see him as a starter, and I don't think we pay him any starter money. But I don't think he sees himself as a guy that's going to play 20, 25 snaps a game.
Yep.
He can do that here.
Another 30 plus. This guy's 32 on the nose, age 33 season. Trenton Scott. I mean, he's not just a right tackle. He's also one of Jaden Daniels' most sneaky, diabolical weapons.
Also, this guy's played on both sides. He's played everything but center, and
I got to at least be interested in Trenton.
You
Scott.
have to. We have to as a backup.
Yeah,
interest in the 2 deep. Yes, he can back up both sides at tackle, and he can slide in on if you need him to play a little guard. He's an athlete, and he's been around this locker room for a few years. There's no reason to have to go out, and we don't have enough draft picks to stock our tackle room. Our offensive line room right now is a pretty close-knit group, and he seems to be one of the guys with the personality that keeps everyone light. So I just kind of like the way he rolls. He's not going to be a factor whether or not I think we...
Shy Tuttle, the 31-year-old defensive lineman, 7-year veteran, got paid a cool $1.3 million last year.
I got to be honest. I have no fucking idea who he is.
We're going to thank him for his service. We're going to put him on the old
I saw
side.
him on... It was one of those days I must not have seen. I don't even know. I'm not sure.
How about Sheldon Day? Age 32 season. So far, not a single person we've put on this page in front of you has been sub 30 years old.
Well, here's the deal. Sheldon hasn't been some part of our plans at the beginning of either season, but he's had to arrive after an emergency call. So let's put him on a thank you for your service and hope you don't need the emergency call.
We got, how about this guy? I kind of like watching this guy play at the end. The 33, age 34 season.
Oh, God.
Antonio Hamilton.
Another
guy. He's like a Sheldon Day. We're thanking all these guys for their service, but we really are legitimately
thanking them.
It's
Veterans Day out here, for God's sake.
We're legitimately thanking them because it was some serious service they were called to provide. We're going to need some more space here. Let's go ahead and get Zach Ertz up there. Let's go ahead and get Von Miller up
that's
there.
like 1,000 seasons of football right there.
This is one for the ages. Andrew,
I am guilty of over the last 2 years being like, we just signed over 213 victories onto our roster.
Yeah. You know how you do that.
Also, they all signed in the 80s.
Look at Sheldon Day. He's got a big name. He's earned it. Shoot, give him a little bit. There you go. Shy Tuttle. Sorry, buddy. We barely tuttled us.
I honestly, You escaped me, Shy.
It was some undercover tuttling. All right, so we'll just move these guys up. All right, do I have any more 30-plus-year-olds? Oh, wait. Yes, we do. Let's just keep this.
Meringolo Island likes them in their 30s.
Chris Moore, 32.7 years old. He's in his age 33 season. I think he's yet another thank you for your service type of guy.
I don't want to see any more of him.
Yeah, I think
our receiving group, it got sad after all the injuries. It was sad, and I don't want, I'm sure Chris Moore is a good guy, and I'm sure he would recognize why a Redskin fan would not be so eager to have him back on the roster.
Yeah.
And good luck out there.
I want to put Eddie Goldman up there, and I had him, but I don't. Oh, there he is. Okay, I got him. Eddie Goldman, the age 33 defensive lineman, $1.2 million last year. I like Eddie Goldman.
I'm interested in a space eater from Washington, D.C. at a veteran minimum, backup guy that if we're getting rid of the Sheldon Days of the world, and there's going to be some defensive fronts that we're going to need. I mean, he's an old school one. You want to talk about an old school nose, a massive beast that can control two gaps. That's going to be part of this defense, and it fits his abilities, especially we keep talking about bargain basement, but that's why we need guys like that. So,
Greg's worried that we're thanking too many people. We're gonna have a whole new batch of people to thank next year as a result of this this day. Let's just move Antonio over here. How about here's an easy one to say thank you for your service. Old Jeff Driscoll.
He didn't even make the team last year, and we sucked.
And he's 33, age 34 season, been around for 8 years. Cost us $0 last year, so that's good. If you can find guys who cost $0, I still think we probably don't need him.
He also stayed in your basement for about 4 weeks on the weekend. So
what's going on, Jeff?
I don't know, but let's.
All right, let's see. Who else do we have? So I would say every single one of these players, every single one of them, over the age of 30. Jalen Holmes, we gotta put him up here. Where is he at? There he is.
TYFYS, Jalen. He fits the Sheldon Day mold of, do we really want you here? Well, everyone just got hurt, so yes.
Jalen Holmes, thank you for your service. Let's see. Preston Smith. Anyone? Let's see. We've already thanked him for his service multiple times. He's going to get thanked again.
Yes. Put him on Ken Steen Island, according to Greg Martin. According to Greg Martin.
Ken Steen Island. It is a crazy list.
Are you in your mid-30s? Are you done playing ball for anyone but the Commanders?
This is a great commercial. Welcome to Ken Steen Island. We haven't mentioned George Fant's name yet.
All proceeds of the Dan Snyder Corporation.
Age 34 season, 10 years in the league.
Stop.
Cost us a cool $1.2 million last year, which I think we're slowly learning is and was the minimum you could pay someone last year, because it's all the same 1.255.
Everyone got an envelope with the same amount of money.
Like, dude, do not tell anyone we gave this to you. Seriously, we don't want them to know that we actually paid you. All right. Enough with that dirty business of we do have some youngsters. How about this guy? Free agent Chase Edmonds, 20. He's in his age 30 season. He was 29 years old. I'm just gonna fill up the old island. Here we go. Chase, thank you, sir, for your service. He was technically not going to be below 30. Anyways.
What number did he wear?
Chase Edmonds. Did he wear 25?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
He was
how would I know?
Great player at Fordham. Came in the league as a touchdown scorer at college, and he scored touchdowns for the Cardinals in batches. He had a hot second.
I don't care about Chase Edmonds being a Ram man. I don't care.
Great Fordham player. All right, here we go. Chris Rodriguez, okay? He's 25 years old. He's a restricted free agent. I got to tell you, I'm pretty darn interested in Chris Rodriguez being on this team.
Yeah, why wouldn't we be?
I mean,
all he's been is tough as shit. So
let's just put him.
but he's also like a back of the end guy in the room. But let him lock down that number 4 spot.
What another restricted free agent for your restricted free agent tastes? Jake Moody.
Beat it.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for making it. Thanks
Sorry,
for making
but,
taking the long trip.
If you're going to try and tell us Jake Moody is the guy, he's not.
How about Tyree Jackson, the restricted free agent tight end?
No.
All right.
But we can do RFA stuff later. It's not like they're like not part of it. These guys aren't. Well, I guess Moody was too deep, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to get a kicker, though.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, Moody's not terrible, but like, I can't say I'm interested in him.
No, me neither.
How are we supposed to?
We're running out. Okay, this guy was a for us. Or where is he at? Come on, buddy. How old are you? 27 years old right now. He'd be 28. The guard, Chris Paul. I'm pretty interested in him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Got to be interested in offensive line depth.
The guy that developed right here and turned into a great starter for us last year. All right. Damn good starter for us last year.
Yeah.
Above average. I think we keep him around. And by the way, he's not going to break the bank either.
Does that make you think of Drake Jackson?
No, nothing makes me think of Drake Jackson.
That remind you of the 24.8-year-old
his name makes me think of multiple other people. I don't even think of him when I see his own name.
I immediately start thanking him before I even know exactly who I'm thanking. That's how fast Drake Jackson gets thanked on this. Okay. All right, so here's another one. The Lucas Niang. Does it make you think of Lucas Niang?
Where are you fighting these names?
The 27.4.
I know, he's a backup tackle. And
right tackle.
And he can go.
Lucas, I just want you to know, you have been thanked for your service.
Lucas.
How about this guy? Ooh, Treylon Burks.
I don't know. I can't say highest priority. Absolutely interested.
I'm interested.
100% interested.
He cost us $1.1 million next year. He's not going to cost much more than that.
Give him 1.2. Let's give him a raise.
Give him a raise.
Bring his ass back. Listen, he had like one of the red zone highlights of the season.
Okay, by my count, and I counted, that is every single. No, sorry. There's one more. I saved probably the best for last. And that's really saying something about this list. Noah Igbenogany, he is 26 years old. Would be the youngest, one of the younger players that we would have ever shown any interest in. And I gotta say, he might be my highest. Our list is so sad. I just feel like he needs to be a highest priority just because.
All right. He's somewhere in between highest priority and interested with me, so I'm not going to argue with your highest priority, but he's not a starter.
No, look at this. Look at this.
In fact,
this is everybody.
Our 3 highest priority guys are non-starters.
Not only are they non-starters, like Marcus Mariota is a non. I mean, he's comes with a rocking chair. Jake Martin, you're not looking for.
I see one starter on our highest priority and interested, and it's.
Hold on, don't tell me.
I mean, it's only if we were to re-sign him.
If we re-sign Bobby, he starts?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not re-signing Bobby not to start. He's going to not be here. That's fine. But.
So we thanked 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21. We thanked 21, like average age, 34-year-old free agents and said, thank you for your service. I got to believe when we go back and look at this list, similar to what happened last year, some of these guys are absolutely going to be on our team. I have no idea who.
Yep.
But hopefully it's Vaughn. Hopefully it's, I don't know. If you gave me this list and said, who do you want on your team right now? Obviously it's Debo.
List.
He's the best player on this list.
All right, well, listen, if Austin Eckler was healthy and wasn't 500 years old and didn't have 90 concussions, he was a playmaker for us last year and the year before, obviously. So, but I just feel like, I think that ship has sailed. That's all. So I don't
we'll come back to this one a lot because we did last year. Last year we got some ones wrong, and the way this shakes out, I don't know that we can. I mean, this is if this says that we're for sure going to have at least 21 new players on our roster next year, which I think that's fine. 21 on the 53, not 21 of the whatever 85 or 90. But it really also
There's guys over there that can't sniff the 53.
no.
Oh, Jesus.
But like that's 40%
right.
of your 53.
I know.
So this is going to be yet another year. This is basically another illustration. Sorry to bring back the oh yes, Greg Dulcich. He always makes an appearance. I wasn't able to get.
What are you doing?
I was trying to put us back on camera and freaking Greg Dulcich. He's a camera hog. The league wants to put him in a place where they can showcase his everything about him. So that is yet another illustration of the change over. Yet again, and I don't know what the average changeover is. If anyone knows, please tell us.
Well, we're on the,
but we're on the other
ruining,
side.
We're ruining the average.
Oh yeah, we're fucking up the curve for everybody.
No doubt.
But the average amount of new players on the 53 year over year, I think if we're a couple years ago we were 30 plus that first year, weren't we? Yeah,
no, it was terrible. Like that's when. Well, I don't want to just make the whole show about muffs, but ours were gray.
Yep.
Ours were gray.
Yeah, and Adam Peters is taking first of all, the answer to your question, TR, is yes. Can I ask a wild card question? Bam, ask it. You're on the clock. But while you are typing that in, Adam Peters is taking a lot of heat ahead of the draft specifically. And what people want to bang him, for picks or whatever. I get it. Like it hasn't immediately shown to be like but
he's earned praise and he's earned criticism,
yes,
and both have been rightly given.
Yes, he wasn't the guy who drafted Forbes over Gonzalez, and really, he hasn't done anything even remotely that bad.
This is a job of percentages, and say he was the 55, 56. To the 45, 44, that's the margin where he wins. If he drops down to a 52, say, this year, people have a right to bitch about those 4 picks or those 4 guys or those 4 reasons. That's fair. But I think at the end of a 5-year span, that's when a guy like that really shines. So let's give him another draft or 2, and then we can really give it to him or really, stand and applaud.
Can we rank interest in free agent tight ends? Yeah. All right, so let's decide which ones they're going to be. Kyle Pitts, Isaiah Likely, Greg Dulcich, obviously. He's a free agent tight end, and we're ranking interest. You can rank it low. I mean, my guess is your interest is going to be low. Those are the 3 that come immediately to mind. I know there's others. So TR, you get first blush. And I say that this has to be. You have to assume Pitts comes at a high price. You have to assume Likely comes in a tier below that price wise. That has to be a factor. And Njoku, that's right. So those 4.
That's what I was going to say. Obviously,
those
he's been rumored.
4.
He's been rumored to be in our franchise for a decade. We always got to talk. You and I have talked about Njoku. I think since one of our first shows here. We were talking about, it was a draft show, and we were talking about the possibility of getting him. We've been talking about him.
Miami?
Forever, yes.
Njoku.
And he's played 9 years, and that time's up exactly right with, anyways.
Let's see. Oh, price included. All right, so don't forget Dulcich. Don't forget Dulcich.
I forgot about him before you said it.
Okay,
sorry.
I'm
going to jump in first, if you don't mind.
Do it.
If you don't care.
I don't.
I've talked on and on about Pitts. Pitts was more of a Cliff Kingsbury guy in my perspective. Use that guy to put him out and all this stuff, blah, blah. I'm sure he'd be great for David Blau, but who'd be really great for David Blau?
Likely.
Isaiah motherfucking Likely. He would legitimately, I believe, I would celebrate that signing. I would be thrilled.
25 years old.
Pumped.
So it does the right math for us because we're getting rid of a Zach Ertz. We're getting, and so that's like a 10-year swing in age.
And the Blau Jones average.
Blau Jones average. It's up again. I just saw it coming through. I just saw it coming. Oh, the Blau Jones average is up again. 2 weeks in a row. 2 consecutive weeks. It's actually three. It's actually 3 now.
We got to update that.
Yeah, we got to update that. I do think money and fit make likely better. They call him. Do you use the words like this? A move tight end, a move player. They call him a move receiver, a move tight end.
I'm not sure which tight ends you've been hanging out with lately, but
I was reading that about him.
Sure. Yes, that's a different way to say he's an interchangeable.
He's on the.
He's a chess piece, a pawn. Yes,
yeah.
He's a very smart football player, and he's an unbelievable blocker, and he can catch the shit out of the ball. And he is. I am full solid for likely.
Full solid. I think that's a huge win for us because Pitts is going to cost a fortune, and Atlanta should be the ones that pay him. But if we can, it's such a huge need. It's a huge need.
Yeah.
And if we feel that Bates, Likely, and Sinnott, I don't know how to say it anymore.
Sinnott.
If we think Sinnott, Bates, and Likely would be our 3 tight end, formation, I'm down with that.
That's very exciting to me.
And
very exciting.
And we haven't done anything against our budget. Like that's basically like
it's exactly
nothing. It's where he's gonna whatever he costs. $15 million a year, whatever it is. It's not gonna move the needle for our spending.
A burly bastard that can help protect our main investment when it's time to protect him, and a badass that can fill the Zach Ertz role of third down guy that you can that you can depend on. The tight end is a quarterback's best friend, and I don't know that Jaden has ever played in this league without Ertz out there.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened in Tampa Bay in his first go round? Ertz. Remember,
yeah.
And then in the playoff game, Ertz. Like shit, third down, all Ertz. We need and Likely Likely's a guy we should all stand up and get really fired up about having on our team, and probably get sad about if we don't. To tell you the truth, he's such a goddamn good fit.
We're getting ahead of any kind of bidding wars because TR talks about Chiggy Okonkwo and Cade Otton. It's Cade Otton and Baker Mayfield. Like that would be a crime if they took Otton away from Baker. Chiggy, I don't know that they have somebody that's better than him in Tennessee, but the the bidding war on any of these guys is Likely is available. He's gonna move. He's gonna change teams.
He doesn't even have to move,
and
you don't have to move, homie.
That's when you have to snap up right away. I feel like.
I mean, he can move eventually, but it's not like a big cross country get out of town. I mean, yes, I think he's a day one priority type guy.
Day one priority. Yeah. Don't get into a bidding war over a tight end. Part of the reason why you love him is because he's not going to be a top compensation guy. So pay him what it needs, but that's an immediate. So then your offense is immediately upgraded where you want it to be. The story that's like really there's all this buzz that Wan'Dale Robinson is gonna be our guy. Like we're gonna get him, and I'm like, first of all, we're gonna get him. Like there's other guys that I want more than Wan'Dale Robinson, and they're saying Wan'Dale Robinson is gonna cost a fortune. And I'm like, wait, do I want Wan'Dale Robinson more than Brandon Ayuk? Do I want Wan'Dale Robinson more than Alec Pierce? Do I want Wan'Dale Robinson more than somebody like? No, I don't think so. I do, but is he that good?
I don't know. My first thought is like I like the name Juan and I like the name Dale.
Yeah,
but it's a terrible combination.
Wandale.
I know it's terrible. It just doesn't work.
No,
but
there's an apostrophe though, so that helps.
So that's probably the first thing I'm going to think about when we sign him. So I'll be a little bummed out.
Yeah. It's true.
Because like Juan or Dale has never been the final decision for a young man.
No.
I don't think. Well, it could be Dale or it could be Juan. How about let's just do it. I mean, are you picking up what I'm laying down at all here? Or?
Juan or Dale?
Yeah. I got a little lost on the Wan'Dale Robinson thing because I don't give a shit about him, and I'm sure that means he'll probably be good for us.
I
but
know.
Like, I don't want the Wan'Dale Robinson. I want a weapon that like
Yeah, like that's just
that will make me
straight
get
up.
as excited as I am about likely.
I think he was like Wan'Dale Robinson was the most yards per whatever slot receiver this past year. Yeah, so that was.
I mean, that's good production. I like those stats, but also, I don't know about us needing a slot receiver right now. Let's go get someone that can stretch or get someone that can go make plays. Like,
Let me. So
it's not time for bargain basement hunting. We did all that in the last thingy with our own free agents. We got plenty of those guys.
Another guy who, Greg made the comment earlier, and I was thinking as well. Tampa Bay. It's going to be interesting how they spend their money this offseason. Getting getting rid of a guy like Cade Otton might be what helps them keep a guy like Mike Evans, which is crazy to say that they're not going to be able to keep Mike Evans. I hope they are. But if Mike Evans becomes available, and it's worth saying he's the oldest balls there are, but guys like him are always good as long as they're playing. Like
I love him,
we can't pay him $1 billion.
And someone's going to give him a chunky one.
All right, we can't give him a chunky one.
Well, I mean, a little chunky one.
Yeah, he can't be our chunky chunks.
Right. No,
we need to give someone else needs to get that. Need to get that from us.
I agree, and yeah, he's not someone like. What's he going to do? Build this budding relationship with Jaden Daniels?
Yes.
Like, no.
Okay, so
they're from the different generations.
It would be.
He's not going to be around much longer, football wise.
I've predicted dumber things than this. Mike Evans is not coming here. I don't think that for a million years. All I'm saying is, if he did, I'd be in on a 2-year contract to see because guys because he's like legends like him, they're always good for 1,000 yards. Now it's not the same 1,000 yards as you get in a young Terry McLaurin or a stretchy,
You just talked about the stretchy sack and everything else.
Yeah.
We just did a whole old ball segment,
know, but
and you're just ruining
yards.
all of it.
Hey, we just got rid of 1,000 years of age.
We just like, bye, Debo. Peace out. You have old balls. We're going to get older ones and replace them with less athleticism.
I don't think so. But if Mike Evans was wanted to play on our team for a year, I think that would be cool. And I do think I think he's a producer. I mean, I think he's just a straight producer.
He's a great football player. He's a Hall of Fame football player.
And I think he would be worth the money. I know it's crazy. It's crazy.
I love the guy.
We have to have if we have old balls.
Didn't he start to break down a little bit in year 2 of a 2-year deal last year? Yes, he did.
But he came back strong at the back part of this.
I know, but I'm just telling you, he's a worker. He's a stud. But what are we doing here?
Listen,
what are we doing?
We're not doing it. We're not
so
signing.
Then what? A 1-year gig with him, and you're saying a 2. There's no way you give a 39,000-year-old man 2 years.
So we just thank 21 guys for their service. So on some level, we're going to have to bring some people in unconventionally, which means a 1-year deal here and a 1-year deal there. We're probably going to bring back some
not for $27 million. That would be difficult. That's it. Those are expensive old ones.
With 7 void years.
Those are Smithsonian.
7 voidable years.
Those are like what's the egg? Whatever egg that I
the 100-year egg.
Yeah, that we saw it every year on our field trip. It was so boring. No, the what egg? The Burberry egg. What's it called?
Cadbury.
No, those are gross. Egg? I didn't like Cadbury eggs. I don't know why I thought I would. I got them like 50 times.
I thought I would love them.
I would love them too. They're
I'm like, this has to be amazing.
Oh,
it's so bad. It's so bad. It makes no sense.
I just had it. It's like the Fabergé.
Fabergé.
Egg. Jesus.
Okay. All right. It's like a
Fabergé egg.
We're gonna have an old balls player on our roster this year, signed in free agency. I don't know. We don't know who it is.
Fine, but
we're probably not gonna be Bobby Wagner. Probably not, and we know it's not gonna be Bobby Wagner. We know it's not gonna be.
I don't know if we
Von
know.
Miller.
Do we?
We don't know anything.
I don't know. Probably not though.
If it was Mike Evans, that would be cool. But Kevin, we can't afford $27 million to a 100-year-old receiver. That I do agree with. At least 8 voidable years on this contract gets it done, though. I think.
Yeah, I mean that's the new trick, right?
I guess. Like, why didn't we think of this before? We just add voidable years.
Debo had 4. I was like, did he?
Hey, we just voided him. All right, so I don't know. That kind of takes us through what we are looking at from our side of the world. Just one more time, you want to take a picture with your Polaroid? right there. There you go. It's a lot of old balls on the right side.
Oh my God.
That we're no longer interested in.
I gotta rethink my priorities.
I mean, listen. This tells the story of 5-12 more than anything I could have ever said, because the guys who aren't on this list, they were hurt and didn't play for us. You know what I mean? Like this. Wow, this was our team. This was our freaking team. It's like when you do like a disaster, like you come back after the storm like knocks your house down and you start like walking around like, holy crap.
It started off cool, like everyone said, from like 8 years ago. Then it turned into the worst team I've ever seen in my life.
And we watched some poopers.
Where did you find Shy Tuttle? I saw him on one roster.
We do our research.
Like a month before, like maybe 2 weeks before the season ended, and I was like, "There's no way." Will you?
Sorry,
stop?
I hit the wrong button. Our producer is going to have there will be sternly worded email to him tomorrow morning. Yes, no, Shy Tuttle. I love the name when I saw it on my list, and I was like, I hope he knows what's going on with Shy Tuttle. If Shy Tuttle's the guy or not the guy.
I possibly go to at least twice a day for the last however many years.
Yeah.
And Shy Tuttle is the name. Like honestly, like you don't want to admit it, but I'm like, I don't know where he's from, who he is, if he's real. And I'm sure you're gonna tell me, but I don't even know.
He went to Tennessee. He was undrafted in 2019, but Drew Rosenhaus got him paid. He fit us perfectly because he was 30 years old and defensive tackle. So,
do we inspect for Gray? For Grays?
I think so.
Like we're like,
I think we do.
It's really coming in.
We're gonna
nicely.
need to see your papers, son.
Yeah. Mm.
How old are you? We're
gonna need a picture of your father. See if you're gonna be bald or not, and how fast that's gonna be. Thank you.
Wandale will be too expensive for his worth.
Sorry. Yeah, Wandale plus too many names. Too many names to remember for one guy.
How many defensive starters do you expect to sign prior to the draft? So this isn't free agency. Wait, so let's just real fast. What starters prior to free agency?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, prior to the draft. I mean, starters, I'm hoping 3.
It's a minimum of 3.
It's a minimum of 3.
It's a minimum of 3.
Got to be a linebacker. Got to be a safety.
Corner.
Corner.
I know we have
edge.
I know we have 2 corners.
I was saving.
But we need
line.
a third. I mean, if you're going to play nickel, that's a starter. If you're going to play nickel and snap one, that's a starter. So it's 12 starters. All right.
Yeah.
And yes, we're going to definitely need 1 safety.
Definitely need
one corner.
1 corner.
I've been saying minimum. 1 linebacker
and minimum 1 edge.
Oh God, it's a minimum of 4. It's a minimum of 4.
It's a minimum of 4.
It's a goddamn minimum
Starting
of 4. And
players
it's probably,
and
it could be. I mean, I'm talking about pre-draft as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus,
because
that's mind-boggling.
Because the defensive starter that we draft,
and that is a lot to ask too, right? We're not doing that. I think that's just I'm answering the question.
Oh, I think we are.
I think we're definitely going to have.
They're going to start for us
2 or 3 signings up front, but yeah,
I think it's definitely 4. It's a minimum of 4 because they're literally interviewing for job openings. Like,
how about
we have job
the
openings.
front 7? Who's starting in your front 7 right now? Deron Payne, yes, he's a comeback starter, and Dorrance Armstrong coming off. Those are the only 2 that I would have in the 3 or 4 man front. Then you're talking about linebackers, and we know Frankie Louvu is one.
Frankie Louvu is one,
and Jordan McGee is going to be a player. Now I don't know if you can call him a starter yet. So
yep.
So what's
safety, we have Quan
3. That's 1,
and no other penciled in. Corner, we have Trey
2 corners.
and
there's 6.
Mikey.
So there's 6 guys that we need to come in.
We need 5.
Yeah.
We need 5. So
I know.
There's no chance we sign less than 100% we sign at least 4 defensive starters before the draft.
Wow.
Because those jobs are available. We put a listing on Craigslist. I mean, we're looking for people to be interested in this.
All right. Well, I know we're trying to get out of here in a minute, but how many offensive starters? Just saying.
Tunzel, Connerly.
I think the O-line.
Biotish.
I think we just say O-line.
Oh, O-line. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think we're gonna sign a starting.
No. But I'm just saying if based on what we have in terms of how many we need, I think we need at least 1 offensive line
starter
guard.
Well, I think Coleman is sitting right there, ready for. I
Yep.
don't know what happened this year. I don't know what happened this year. I don't know what happened this year.
I don't know either.
But he's a freaking dancing bear, starting left tackle the year before in
And
the
you're getting Cosby
championship
back.
season.
You're getting
So
Cosby back.
I'm saying I'm leaving O-line starters alone for right now. For right this very second. I mean, we have Allegretti possibly coming back, although it will save $4 million to get him down the road.
Yep.
So, but
So tight end, wide receiver, running back.
tight end, wide receiver, running back. But I said I thought we needed 4, so I think we might need another receiver. I want a number 2
weapon.
receiver.
We need another target,
Yeah.
target rich, dude. Like again, whether you go Jeremiah Love in the first round or Caleb Downs, that guy's always going to be a starter for us. But we're talking about
Right.
what we're talking about is minimum necessary. The draft pick, hopefully he is a starter. I don't think you can't just count on a 22-year-old kid to be great.
It's exactly Well, I will say this to TR's Horsey. Here's where we disagree. I think with that 7 pick, in year 1, it would be horrible if you want to talk about it. But what about the last 4 years of that guy's contract? What if he is a Pro Bowler? You know what I mean? So with that first pick, with that high, I'm never not discounting anything about the present state of my anything because Jeremiah, some of these guys transcend in my book. And hey, if you get it wrong, it's devastating. Yeah. So yes, the safe thing to do, 100,000%. But I want a GM that has the balls to go out there and do exactly what the fan base doesn't. If he sees the light at the end of the tunnel after 4 years and a guy that could be one of the best at his position, a top 5 guy for the next 7-8 years, well, then we'd be looking at ourselves and saying, well, our defense sucked. It was in 2024, it was right in the middle. We sucked so bad in 25 that we said we had, I used to feel the same way. Let's fix that. But now I just want to stockpile awesome football talent.
Yep.
And I'm just talking early first round, specific to the first half of the first round.
I remain, and I expect myself to, move around on the spectrum of this, but I remain.
Oh, yes.
Just to say, I try to say every week. I'm right now. I'm taking Jeremiah Love at number 7 if he's still there. And
I'm not going that far.
Yeah.
I'm saying
that's
I'm not going to be like,
that's where I'm at.
What
today.
the fuck are we doing?
That's right.
I'm going to be like, oh,
yeah.
Maybe, obviously this guy is something, but that means that we're going to have to do some serious stuff to take care of these positions we do. But the other day I saw that Bailey and whatchamacallit went early and we're getting Arvell Reese. Man.
Yeah, and Ruben Bain is sliding to us and David Bailey and Sonny Styles.
Bain, Bailey, Reese. I want any of those 3.
It's going to come down to the thing that we obviously none of us can know and will know is the inside of Adam Peters, gray matter. Because if he thinks Ruben Bain is the guy and Ruben Bain falls to us at 7, no chance he passes that up. Yeah. Same with David Bailey. Because I saw a mock draft today with David Bailey going number 2 overall. I saw Sonny Styles going top 5.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, so
this shit's going to change, reorder.
These are
recalibrate.
These are defensive ends that are expected to produce in the NFL right away. And for that particular position, which is obviously there's such a premium on right now, these guys in this day and age, they are professional pass rushers. They've been millionaire professional pass rushers for years at Miami, at Texas Tech, at Ohio State. They're getting paid millions of dollars to rush the passer already. Yeah. So it's one of the most plug and play positions in professional sports.
They haven't been eating McDonald's, if that's what everyone's thinking. These aren't typical college juniors.
That's right. They are professional football players, and it's one of with next to running back. Next to running back. I mean, it's pinning your ears back and being an animal is something that a little whisper is something that it's so transferable now from the top of the college game to the NFL. So if Adam Peters loves one of these guys, and we don't know which one he loves the most, my guess is he'll take. And if the guy he loves the most falls to him at 7, my guess is he'll take him. But I got to tell you, if Jeremiah Love is available there, I do believe that you reach for a guy like that, because our needs on offense isn't just a next level running back. I think he's a leveled up McCaffrey. He's going to play wide. He's going to play slot receiver. He's gonna move along the line of scrimmage. He's gonna do the.
He's the chess piece you were talking about.
Yeah. He's not just the guy you hand it off to 30 times, although he could be.
People will lose their shit.
People will lose their shit. But I'll tell you right now, we just said we're okay walking into July training camp with our 5 offensive linemen right now that we have.
I believe that. I
believe it too. We also say we have a franchise quarterback under center. We're gonna and we have a franchise wide receiver, and we have I say Jeremiah Love, but just think of him as more of like a commodity, a guy who can come in and play the Christian McCaffrey role. And remember, Adam Peters went out and got Christian with that front office. John Lynch went out and got Christian McCaffrey. You know what I mean? Like that is a player that they have already graded, like a skill set that they've already put at the top of, like, no matter worth whatever it takes to get him.
They found Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant, and they put someone in the backfield to relieve the pressure. Same thing we're talking about with Jaden Daniels here. Now, there's a million different ways to relieve pressure. Isaiah likely relieves pressure. Freaking George Pickens would relieve pressure. Certainly, Jeremiah Love would relieve pressure. When you have 2 people in the backfield, that one guy doesn't have to do 99.9% of the shit. It's a pretty cool deal. I appreciate you be willing to listen to me, and I appreciate you guys. I don't want to beat you up about Jeremiah Love every week. That's where I'm at right now. But here's what I will say. Here's where I think we can all shake hands. Is we have a ton of money, and if you see us be super aggressive out of the gate, bringing in defensive talent, a safety, a corner, a defensive lineman, yes,
to the tune of four defensive stalwarts that come in and start for us right away. If you see that, then I think you start to open a window that Adam Peters could crawl through and justify that offensive pick in the first round. If you see us spend a ton of our money, if we have to spend too much money on a wide receiver, if we have to spend a lot of money, certainly if we go for Breece Hall or Kenny Walker, obviously. But if you start to see a lot of that money start to go onto the offensive side of the ball, then I think you kind of have a pretty good idea that top first round pick is going to be a defensive player. And
they're going to declare who we are going to be moving forward based on this offseason. I understand it's just not typical, which is what we've done, is to have the offense and defense both make the same amount and try and just be equal parts. Like, let's understand who the hell we are. We are a Jaden Daniels driven football team. And Dan Quinn said as much. And this is what we are going to do, make decisions based on him. I believe we're going to spend a little more money than we all think on the offensive side. Yes, we're going to shore up the defense, but I think what we're going to say is offense is going to dictate. Offense is going to be kind of who people think we are. While we're shoring this defensive thing up, getting it right. This is a whole new ball game on both sides of the ball. It's going to be way smoother, I believe, offensively because of who's there already versus the defensive side, which is a damn nightmare that we just saw. So who are we going to be? What is our identity? What's our identity going to be? Now that we don't know offensively, because it's not going to be Cliff's style. It's going to be old school shit. So
it's going to look and feel a lot more like the football we've watched most of our lives from a style perspective. And that's not, I don't mind the shotgun style. It's exciting. I understand.
We're still going to have some shotgun.
We will have some shotgun. But I'm saying like the shotgun dominant, because we all watched it come through high school, come through college and make its way to the pros the way it has over the years. And I mean, to hear people talk about it, you know this better than me. UNT would always tell me, all I'm saying is you definitely aren't asking as much of your quarterback mentally necessarily if you're going to be shotgun 100% of the time, because the under center is a definitely a more cerebral game for the quarterback
and the ability to be even.
Yeah,
that's why when you see us in shotgun, we will be in pistol, and wild ass Bill is going to be right behind Jaden, and that just levels everything up, especially when you go even sets on tight end. So we go 12 personnel. We're even, boom, and now the world's your oyster. Yep. You have not dictated. They're trying to figure out defensively, and you throw in a little motion, and David Blau has been, his microprocessor psychopath brain. I know he's never called one play, but he's different. And I think that's what people recognized about him. So it's gonna be fun to watch him. He's gonna make some mistakes early, and he's gonna be a rookie and all that. I'm not saying he's gonna come in here because you can have a microprocessor brain and fail. Ask Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
He's never won anywhere besides here and one season, I think, at Texas Tech. So
I think on under the radar free agent target, which is not going to be ultimately a target, just a thought I had earlier today. Tyler Linderbaum, the center from Baltimore, who's probably not on our list of anything, but I think an investment. We talked about Tyler Biadasz. He's on a contract here. He's a little. I love him. He's played great for us when he's been healthy. He's been more than we can ask for. He's a good center. And he's a professional.
I said this 2 weeks ago. You tried to Linderbaum me out of the basement.
All I'm saying is, if you have an opportunity to upgrade at center this offseason for the right price, it's a good time to do it because you are essentially putting your offense more on top of that guy than it was before.
If you tell your captain of your O-line, the most well-respected, toughest grunt badass of the five, who has fought his ass off for 2 years, that in a contract year he can go kick rocks, good luck.
Okay.
Good luck signing another offensive lineman at the center position in the next offensive. Good luck with his agent and anyone else that you ever have to deal with. That's not how we do business, and that ain't happening.
Okay.
I know you're obsessed with the center position.
I am.
But you cannot just kick out the incumbent, beloved teammate.
So
Jaden Daniels' only center ever.
His only center.
Besides, it's like everything is going fine there.
How
I don't think you
often-
just uproot that guy.
We agree. How often was Lamar Jackson under center and shotgun more if you had to guess?
I have no idea. I don't watch a ton of Ravens, but I've seen him do plenty of both.
I have too.
Yeah, well, because the reason why I'd play pass and rollouts, that's an under center scenario. That comes off of being under center.
I bet you the majority of his running plays were from under center.
A ton, but you've also seen him a ton in shotgun.
Yeah.
They're pretty balanced. I'm just saying that's what we're going to be like.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be much different than that. It's going to be hard. We're just not going to be in shotgun as often as we were. We're not going to be under center all the goddamn time.
Yep.
It's just going to be more normal than it has been.
I think it's going to be notable. I think we're going to be watching it and we're going to see it, and it's and of course since we've been talking about it, it's it's going to pop out to us. I think it's going to be noticeable, and I think the results will be noticeable.
Played high school football against T. Strachan's team, and thank God they ran it 20 times in a row. But they'd run it 20 times in a row from the same formation, and on play 21, that bastard would tuck it. And honestly, there'd be no one within and I know, but I'm just telling you, that's a tried and true old school. I mean, it is just the human. Come on, you're not tricking anybody in the run game with all this. It's because you have a good O-line. This is just nasty. This is man on man. This is right up your ass run game. This is not side to side trick you. This is badass shit. And this is who we've been as a franchise. So I kind of dig it.
Yet another reason to leave your heart open to the possibility of Jeremiah Love. We'll talk some more about that next week, obviously.
Just so everyone knows.
On the hotline.
I'm just saying that in a crazy scenario, if we did happen to do that, I would chuckle a little bit. I would not be mad.
Yep.
I don't think that's happening in a million years. This is just a fun thing to talk about.
It's a fun thing to talk about
before the floodgates open.
I've described it this way. So I'm not a running back in the first round guy. I do think you should overdraft running backs and overdraft tight ends. But that doesn't mean it has to be in the first round. It can be in the second round, third round, fourth round. Harold Fannin would have been a great overdraft last year if we would have had the ability to do it. I think there's an exception to every rule. I think the last time there was an exception to this rule, I was outspoken about it. Jameer Gibbs was that guy. And I think Jeremiah Love is the Jameer Gibbs of this draft.
Detroit had the ability, the amount of picks, the patience, and every reason.
They got some good.
It really helped. That really helped their ability to do that, and they were phenomenal at it.
They had like four first rounders in 2 years.
We have not been afforded.
I understand,
unfortunately. So I know, but I think that changes the conversation. That's all.
It does.
It's
part of it. It has to be part of it.
It's only part of it. But my point is this: not everyone vacations in France with Eugene Chen. But I'm just saying, we're going to take care of our business properly. We're going to do it the right way, and it's going to be none of these overreaches that you're talking about.
That's
except for what you're talking about
not in the first
is
round.
how to draft later. But
my point was there's an exception to the rule, and if you do believe that that this is the exception, then that's what the exception is for. Like,
Fine.
you know what I mean? That's
I'm
all.
with you.
I think we
We're on
agree
the same
that.
page there.
If
No
you,
doubt.
but
I'm
God,
done
but
being
so
wrong
much
and yelling
more,
and screaming.
But so much
I'd like
more.
to be wrong and be happy.
Yeah, me too.
I'd like to not be wrong and not have like, but here's the deal. Anyone that doesn't think Jeremiah Love is an incredible badass of a human on the football field is insane. But also you can say the same about Bain. You can say the same about Bailey. You can say the same about Arvell Reese.
Sonny.
I just want all those guys.
Me too.
All of them seem so fun.
I would say of those four, let's take Jeremiah out of the situation for a second. David
Please
Bailey
do.
probably is the most exciting to me because of his monstrousness on tape. Arvell, to me, was always my number one guy because he did everything great, and everyone but they're holding it against him. They're saying, well, what does that make you at the next level? I'm like, that's not his fault. Play him, dude. Freaking play it. I mean, he's 6'4", 250. He can play whatever you want him to play.
They're about to measure their circumference of stuff that shouldn't
be
measured.
Let us know. Let us know.
They're going to put him in a. There's going to be so many pokes and prods and needles and.
But here's the thing, you know what? So my number one of those four was always Arvell Reese, and maybe that it's still. And I'm going to say that's still the case
freak
today.
of nature.
But
speed.
I did not have a full appreciation for the measurements of Sonny Styles. I didn't know he was that long. I don't know why I didn't know that he's freaking gigantic. And this is a big man's game, and we need a player at that position. And if you can also get a huge player at that position, we see it every week. Guys with unreasonably long arms from a 6'5" position. Everyone seems to get it right in terms of that combination of like what makes a guy number 5 overall versus like number 25 overall, and that's what it is. If his arms are like 8 inches longer than everyone else's, if he from a 6'5" position. So anyways, like the Sonny Styles might be the most prototypical space eater, like he's going to take like 5 passing lanes away on every play.
The exciting thing is we are going to get a player of such an amazing dynamic background unless something else happens. And I'm going to say right now, I'm not talking about the draft, but specifically, but it includes the draft. I do believe our front office is going to do something. I mean, I think we all have a feeling that none of us could possibly predict. We'll sit here and talk and try for the next 3 weeks. We're going to do some shit like Laramie Tunsil. No one possibly had that circled on their day planner.
None.
There is going to be, in my opinion, at least one Laramie Tunsil-ish scenario move.
Yeah.
Because we've all exercised all the options. 6 draft picks. 1, 2 in the top 100. Shit. You know what I mean? Only 4 for the rest of the time. We were pretty good at that. Just not enough bodies. Free agency, but we haven't even seen who gets freaking franchised. That could kill the market at the top end, especially if they go nuts. Although it won't kill the market. Those same teams would have had to go on and get someone at that same spot.
Plus, we're putting so much talent back into the system.
We just took a shit.
We're releasing.
We just took a shit into the
we
deep
just did
end
catch
at the
and
public
release
pool
with Jake Moody and Sheldon Day and Shy Tuttle
in the dark of night.
Yeah,
in the dark of night.
If you love them, set them free. And we set 21 guys free tonight. God
just
dang
a
it.
one-man mono slide. What is it? Mono.
And in our dreamiest scenario, we've dreamed that we could sign Marcus Mariota, Jake Martin, and Chris Rodriguez.
Dream.
Is that how you recover from 5-12? I say it is. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on a Tuesday night. We're coming back on February 24th. We will be 1 week away from the month of March, which is when everything starts percolating on the NFL calendar. Tampering is in full season.
It's time for the percolator?
It's
time for the percolator?
We're so close to tampering season, Kevin. So close to tampering season.
I would like my seat moved about 6 inches away.
We're going to tamper. We are going to do some tampering in this basement. No one tampers the way we have historically tampered.
No one has 4 Redskins helmets in this. That is so good. Look at that.
Yeah.
4 skins, helmets. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's not too shabby.
That's
Not
good.
too
That's great tampering. I like that.
This guy, well, this is a hard hat, but it still counts. It's fastened on
Nice.
Benjamin. It's Benjamin's hard hat.
There we go.
My
Thank you guys so much, by the way, for Benjamin.
for Benjamin.
They've been so patient with him.
Yeah, I mean, he's just chilling. He just does his thing. He's just underneath Dave Grohl, hanging out by the. That helmet is signed by, I believe, all the Hogs. That helmet is signed by the original Hogs,
Yeah.
and the 3 Super Bowl MVPs.
Yeah. And
Rigo, Doug, and Mark. Courtesy of Tim. I mean, it's a great time to be alive on this off season on the brink. He's Kevin Ricca.
Hey, appreciate celebrating the offseason with none other than this crew. We only had one fancy one. It was last year. We're back to normalcy now. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, who knows?
We have some awesome things coming for you this off season. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and we do intend to reward you. So please stick with us. I mean, we're working our butts off to hopefully make things, as an EO would say, still live. That's our goal.
We do have some fun stuff coming.
We do have some fun stuff coming up.
Bring you guys with us.
Yep.
Guarantee.
Come on, hang out with us. Marvin, Dave, Calvin, and Hobbs. These 3 knuckleheads behind me, the First Amendment stooges. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on a Tuesday night. We are still live until next week. Thank God it's Tuesday.
Yeah, bring your free agents with you next weekend.
Take us out
next
EO.
Tuesday. Bring your dream. Your dreams.
That's right. This year we looked internally. Next week we look externally.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, we're doing it. We do this by the book. We're very process driven folks. How about let EO take us out?
Thank God it's Tuesday.
Peace.
Full of a seat, talking Commanders football, drinking our whiskey neat.
Oops, sorry about that. That's my fault.
Ken, Kevin, and Tim. Don't muff it up, fellas. Hail to the Redskins. Thank God it's Tuesday.
Boom.
Thank God it's Tuesday.
Thank God. I mean, it's just so good.
Here on First Amendment Sports.